Hello students. Today let us deal with the last chapter of First Flight. Chapter number 11, The Proposal by Antony Chekhov. Let's say something about the author. Antony Chekhov was born in a village in southern Russia on the 29th of January 1860. He was a great playwright and story writer. He was an established physician. He is considered to be among the greatest writers of short stories in the world. Chekhov once said, "Medicine is my lawful wife and literature is my mistress." Now, let me introduce the play, The Proposal, to you. The Proposal is a one-act play that begins with a young man, Lomov, presenting a marriage proposal to his neighbor's daughter. Before he could actually convey it to the girl, they enter into an argument about the auction meadows. The auction meadows are fields. In the midst of the argument, the proposal gets forgotten until Lomov falls off due to his palpitation. And Chubukov, the girl's father, instantly puts his daughter's hands in Lomov's. Now, let's talk about the summary of the play. When the play begins, we see that Lomov comes to meet Chubukov, the girl's father, at his house. Chubukov, who is a farmer, welcomes Lomov. He asks him why he is wearing a formal dress and whether he is going to attend any function or party. Lomov replies that he is not going anywhere and that he has come only to meet him. Lomov appears excited and perturbed. Perturbed means worried and anxious. He calms himself down and tells him, that is Chubukov, the girl's father, the purpose of his visit. He tells him why he has come to his house. He tells him that he has come to him many times in the past for some help, but he has not got any help from him any time. He thinks about his present life. He wants to settle the question of his marriage at once. He thinks that now he should not delay. He thinks about Natalia. She is a skilled housekeeper. She is well educated. And Chubukov thinks that perhaps he has come to ask for a loan. So he makes up his mind not to help him in any way. Lomov once again begins to tell Chubukov about the purpose of his visit. But once again he becomes excited. He talks about himself in exaggerated terms. Chubukov also asks Lomov not to beat about the bush, but to hit the nail on the head. That is, he wants him to tell him about the purpose of his coming. Lomov gathers courage and tells him that he has come to ask for his daughter Natalia's hand in marriage. On hearing this, Chubukov becomes very happy and goes in to call Natalia. But before this, Lomov asks him whether she will give her permission for this or not. He replies that she will readily accept a match like him, as she is like a love-sick cat. Lomov is left alone in the room. His body is trembling with excitement. He is eager to meet Natalia. Before Lomov can speak, she starts speaking. When she mentions his beautiful dress, he is again excited and starts trembling before he can speak of his marriage proposal to her. He says that he will tell her everything in brief, but now also he cannot talk in a straightforward manner. Lomov beats about the bush. He tells her that for the last many years or decades, their families have had good relations. Their estates are also adjoining. They are in the same very place, touching each other's land. His oxen meadows touch their birch woods. But Natalia protests against this. She says that the oxen meadows belong to her and not to him. However, both of them make their claims to the oxen meadows. They start quarreling about the ownership of the oxen meadows. They do not calm down in any way. Meanwhile, Chubukov comes in and finds both of them quarreling. He is greatly surprised and becomes angry when he comes to know that they are quarreling about the ownership of the oxen meadows. Instead of calming them down, he also gets involved in quarreling. He claims to be the owner of the oxen meadows. He insults not only Lomov but also the members of his family. Lomov becomes more excited. He too uses insulting words for Chubukov, Natalia, and for the members of their family. Lomov's palpitation increases and he becomes perturbed, worried. He goes out of the room. Chubukov then says, how the foolish Lomov dares to bring a marriage proposal for Natalia. When Natalia hears about this, she is deeply shocked. She is almost unconscious. She starts weeping and asks her father to bring Lomov back. Chubukov feels sad. He says that it is the biggest misfortune to be the father of a grown-up girl. But he goes out to call Lomov back. Lomov again enters the room. Natalia thinks that she will not annoy him this time. So she tries to please him. She says that the oxen meadows belong to him. She tries to change the topic so that he could propose to her. But he is still not all right. He is feeling disturbed. He does not come to the point. Lomov starts praising the qualities of his own dog, Guess, which he has purchased for 125 rubles. But Natalia says that her dog, Squeezer, which her father has bought for 85 rubles, is far better than Lomov's dog, Guess. Both of them praise the qualities of their own dogs. They again start quarreling about this topic now. Meantime, Chubukov comes. Instead of putting an end to their quarrel, he also starts quarreling. In this dispute, Lomov's condition deteriorates. That is, his condition goes from bad to worse. And he falls on the chair, unconscious. Both the father and his daughter think that Lomov has died. Natalia laments that her chance of getting married is gone. But some time later, Lomov comes to his senses. Chubukov tells Lomov that Natalia is willing for marriage, and so he should marry her. Natalia expresses her willingness. Chubukov does not want to lose even a moment and joins their hands and asks them to kiss each other. But they soon start quarreling again. They start debating the qualities of their respective dogs. Chubukov tries to calm them down. With this, the play comes to an end. I hope you have understood something of the play. In order to understand it better, please go through the text time and again and have the real meaning of the play. That's all for now.